Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara, and on this channel I talk all things makeup no buy. Which, speaking of which, I am approaching the end of mine. It's the end of an era. Okay, it's not really. It's been 2.5 years of this no buy, and I designated the month of June 2021 to be the end of the no buy. I just decided this in like December or January. But this is what I've been working towards. And here we are. It is now June. But that's not what this video is about. This video is just about my empties and decluttering. So of course I did a little declutter of my collection. It is the summer, so you know, it's nice to feel like getting a bunch of stuff out of your collection for a new season, and especially to bring new things in. I don't have any specific plans to bring new things in just yet, but of course I will update you on that in the future. In this video, let's just talk about everything I decluttered this month and everything that I finished. So, we got a big bag to talk about. Let's get into it. So first, of course, I will be discussing makeup because that is what everyone wants to hear about. And a quick reminder to stick around to the end of the video for when I talk about what I'm currently reading. I'm implementing this into all of my videos. My last video was a project pan, and of course I discussed what I had finished from my project pan and what new products I was bringing into the project, and I guess I gave a little bit of a spoiler to the products that I finished, but let's just go over those quickly here. This is a little sample from Laura Mercier, the translucent loose setting powder. Finished that off. It didn't take very long. No more than, I don't know when I actually started this, but I think this probably took about 3 weeks to a month to finish. Very much like that. The next one is this Tarte primer. This is also a sample, so it only took a couple weeks. Didn't really have any noticeable difference with this product, so I wouldn't recommend it, but I do love the packaging. I thought this was adorable. My next empty is this. You can't really tell, but this was a bronzer. I had deep potted my bronzer into this MAC paint pot container. Very glad to have finished this because I don't like any bronzers, but yeah, nothing more that needs to be said there. Forgot about this. This is a face setting spray that I finished this month. I think this took me about almost 6 months maybe, so that's I think pretty good for a setting spray that I was using nearly every day. Sort of neutral feelings towards this one. I had it a long time, so I was just trying to use it up. Oh, it says that there's a best before date. If I'm reading this right, it was a long time ago. So just glad that that's gone. So those were all of my makeup empties this month. Now let's move on to makeup that I am decluttering. So I've got a couple of pretty old products in here. I've talked about this before, but I kept makeup stashed in like all different places depending on where I was living. But at my parents' place, I always had just like a backup stash of makeup, but it wasn't stuff that was like, oh, these are backups for when I finish my favorite concealer or whatever. It was like, these are just random things I've accumulated over the years and that I will never actually reach for. So I figured it was time to go through those things and get rid of what I didn't want anymore, especially the brand new things. This is a Wet n Wild lipstick. I have a couple of these and I don't think any of them were great. Because this is still in the packaging, I will be able to give this to someone else or trade it on buns. So this was in the color Dark Pink Frost. I don't really like the sort of shimmer on there, even if I do think the color is somewhat pretty, like it matches my shirt. I think I have a ColourPop lippy in this color, but I don't like the shimmer in there. So happy to be decluttering that. The next one is a little face play kit. I don't even know what this is. This is from the brand Bonnie Bell. I don't know if they still exist anymore, so that gives you some hint as to how old they are. This actually looks like semi-cute. So it's got a blush color, bronzer, but a shimmery bronzer, so I definitely would not like that. A highlight and 2 concealers, but they're like cream concealers. This just looks like it's for someone who's a preteen. So I'll see if there's anyone I know who wants this, or I'll just post it on like a free Facebook group. Yeah, I'm not gonna reach for that because then I will just force myself to try to finish it, and I don't want to have that issue with any more products. A couple more items that I'm decluttering. This is an eyeliner. This is brand new, so that's great. I always like it when I can get rid of products that are brand new because it'll be easier to trade on buns. That is primarily where I hand out my makeup that I don't want anymore. This is in the color Saddle, I think. So it's just like a nice sort of dark brown color. I just have a lot of eyeliners. I don't need to be keeping more until I finish the ones I have. The next is another Bonnie Bell product. This is in the color, I don't know, sheer blue. I do not like blues on myself. I never have. I don't think they look good on my eyes at all. So hopefully I can find someone else who would like that. I think blues look good on blue eyes, maybe brown eyes, green eyes. No, they just muddy the color. And then 2 lip products. These are both brand new. This is Revlon Copper Frost Chrome. I do like these Revlon lipsticks. I have a couple of them, but the color doesn't look like something that I would love. So I'm just gonna hand that off to someone else if I can. I still have so many lip products. I think I have more lip products than I need. I know in some categories I could do with a couple of new products, but lips, that is not one of those categories. Then the last one is this Vital Radiance lip product. This is just not a color that I think I will get use out of. However, I discovered recently, because I do have some more of these and I've been getting use out of one of them in particular, and I really like the formula. So if I can't find anyone who wants this, because it is brand new as you can see, but there's no like packaging still on it, I don't mind so much having to keep this and use it up. So TBA about how that one goes. Okay, and then we've got a couple of skincare products. So these are the first products from The Ordinary that I finished. I tried out The Ordinary for the first time in October. I bought a whole bunch of products, and then I bought some more products in like mid-November. I never really gave like a proper review of those products because I don't do reviews. I sort of only discuss how I liked a product when we get to the end of its life, aka when I finished it. So the first product that I finished was this moisturizer. This is just the Natural Moisturizing Factors plus HA. So this I actually did cut into. I've started doing that with products. I feel like a legit project planner now that I'm doing that. I did like this. Give it a pause. So I did like this moisturizer. I didn't love the smell. It smelled a bit like Pond's cold cream to me, which I don't really like. The thing is, it's quite small. I think I chose the smaller one just in case I didn't like it, and I wish I had chosen the bigger one. When I purchased it, The Ordinary had not yet been purchased by, is it L'Oreal? I can't even remember. Estee Lauder purchased it, and so now I feel a little bit less comfortable purchasing from them, but I would be interested in getting this in the future. I haven't decided how I feel about purchasing from them now, but I would definitely look for like a brand new version of this on Buns, for example. I have found another Ordinary product brand new on Buns before, so I think that I will be able to do that. Right now, I'm using a different product, but yeah, I liked it. I did enjoy it. The next product from The Ordinary is this Hyaluronide High Efficiency Face Cleaner. No, I didn't actually intend to purchase this when I went there. I was looking for the Squalane cleanser. Squalane? Here we go again. But they didn't sell it, or they were out or something like that, so instead they suggested I get this, and I didn't really enjoy this. I mean, I hadn't heard anything about it before, so maybe that's a sign. But this isn't even like the Ordinary product. This is from Deciem, but it's a different line, I think. And this was fairly expensive, so I got it when they had that November sale, but it was still like $16 or something like that, so a bit higher price range than The Ordinary. And I didn't like the way that it felt on my skin. It's an oil-based cleanser, I think, and oil-based cleansers just feel like oil on my skin. I do not want to add more oil to my skin, so I did not enjoy that. And also another thing I found was that it would always like collect product at the bottom. Like I would use it and then I would put it down, and there would just be like a ring of product around the bottom that I couldn't get rid of, and the oil just felt like it would get everywhere. Like I didn't like the feeling on my fingers or my face or anything. So yeah, I don't recommend it, all that to say. The next skincare empty is this Elizabeth Grant product. I discussed this in my Project Pan video because this was one of the products in there. I did like this, but no particularly strong negative or positive feelings either way on that one. I realized I forgot one skincare product that I should talk about. So this is the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. I use this just because I think I had it from a long time ago, and this was fine. I actually did like the size of it because it meant that it took me a long time to get through it, whereas the cleansers I'm using now are like tiny. Like this is much smaller, obviously. So I want something large like this, but I don't think this is cruelty free, and also I didn't particularly enjoy this. I know a lot of people hype this product and say that it's like one of those cheap products that is actually great. I don't really find that. And also it did feel a bit oily to me still. Like I want a cleanser that doesn't feel like oil at all. I want it to leave my face feeling like dried, like completely clean and stripped of everything. So that's not what this did. Okay, those are all the skincare products. And now let's talk a little bit about like hair care and body care. So these are all Empties, which is great because I feel like decluttering a lotion is a little bit weirder than decluttering like a lipstick somehow. I don't know. Maybe not if it's like brand new. So this is the Head and Shoulders. I think some of these things were from my partner's sister. I don't know. I get things from all over the place, but that is why it is. Got some Turkish. Some of these things are Turkish because he is Turkish. This is the Head and Shoulders shampoo. I guess this is good if I have dandruff. I don't really think that I have dandruff generally, but I was just trying to get this out of the shower because our shower felt so cluttered. We had so many products in there and I'm just like literally using up like whatever's in there, regardless of if I like the product or need it or whatever. I just want it out and I'm not going to pass on a shampoo to someone else, you know? This is a conditioner. This is the Oil of Morocco Argan Oil conditioning treatment from Marc Anthony. This is just a little sample size, yet somehow it took me months to use up. Like literally there is so much product in here. So this is kind of like a bang for your buck sample, but I mean this is like inconvenient in the shower. You're afraid it's gonna like spill, it doesn't stand upright, like the packaging is kind of breaking down. So I was just trying to use it up and get it out. Okay, we're on to the last 3 products now. This is I think it's supposed to be a cream, cocoa butter formula massage cream for stretch marks. I think this is another product that did not start off as mine. I kind of inherited it. I don't really know if I believe in those products that are supposed to reduce stretch marks. And even if I did, I am not diligent enough with moisturizer to use something to the extent that it would change my body in the way it's supposed to. Do you know what I mean? Like I will use moisturizer on my legs like maybe once a week. The problem is I don't mind the feeling of moisturizer on my legs, but I feel like it gets everywhere. Like if I put pants on after I have moisturizer on, they're going to be all over the pants. If I'm sitting like this, the moisturizer is going to get on the chair. I don't know how people avoid this product, like unless they put moisturizer on and then they like literally stand still for 20 minutes while they wait for it to set in. I don't know, but for that reason, I don't moisturize my full body very much. It's just an inconvenience that I'm not willing to put up with. Okay, this next product is a Venus Gillette Olay Swirl, like one of those products that shower cream and then you razor. I don't know why I don't have words right now. I do not know why people use this. Like I guess I do because it's a bit better than soap, but I don't think it's worth having an extra product. I was just trying to get rid of this because I'd had it for so long that the bottom was starting to get rusty, and in the end I think there's still product left, but I can't. When I do this, oh, you can hear it, but nothing will come out. So I'm so glad to be getting rid of that product. It just was taking up so much space in the shower. We're talking a lot about shower products today, aren't we? Last product, this is the toothpaste I use. It is the Burt's Bees Charcoal Plus Whitening Toothpaste. I know that this one is cruelty-free, anti-cavity, and you're supposed to be able to recycle this. So it is one of the only toothpastes that I'm comfortable with purchasing, and I really like it. It tastes and feels like a normal toothpaste. It is a bit more expensive, of course, so that sucks, but hopefully one day we will see a collapse between the prices of regular products and more ethical products or vegan products, like for example, vegan cheese and regular cheese, that kind of thing, because the burden should not be on the consumer to make ethical choices and yada yada yada. You know what I mean. Alright, that is it. Those are all the products that I finished or decluttered over the past maybe month and a half. Thanks so much for watching, and now we are going to discuss what I'm reading lately. And I forgot to mention the book that I'm reading. So right now I'm reading a book called White Feminism: From the Suffragettes to Influencers and Who They Leave Behind. This is by Coabeck. Quick little thing to say, this is from the library. Most libraries are still operating amidst COVID. If you don't have a library card, go get you one. In most places I think you can get a digital library card, which means like you don't have to go in or anything. And this will give you access to online books, audiobooks, regular paper books, DVDs, cookbooks, like so many things. So if you don't have a library card and you want to get into reading, go get you one. You can do it even in COVID. Okay, continuing on. I'm not super far in, but so far this is way more interesting than I had been expecting. I've been reading a lot of like kind of dry academic books about social justice movements lately, and this is one of the more entertaining ones that I've been reading, so I'm really glad about that. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood to read really dry literature, but because I think it came out this year or at the end of last year, there's a lot of like pop culture involved, and so it's not just about history and social movements, it's also about influencers, you know? So this has been really interesting so far and highly recommend so far. Sorry, that was from a different week. I sort of film my videos all over the place. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.